Hey makers, it's Bree from Minerva. Today I'm excited to share with you my top 10 closet core patterns. They're one of our favorite indie pattern designers, and in this video I'll be chatting through our favorite patterns, including some pattern details and features, as well as some fabulous fabrics to go with each pattern. As always, products will be linked below so you can check out all the details as well as even more inspiration from the lovely makers in the Minerva community. And if scrolling for inspiration is more your thing, definitely check out the Closet Core Patterns hashtag. The name suggests, Closet Core Patterns is all about wardrobe staples. From everyday jeans to luxe loungewear to chic dresses, Closet Core has you covered with almost 20 gorgeous paper patterns. They're all about creating patterns that are both functional and beautiful. They're chic and modern, but also practical and versatile. Many patterns come with multiple variations, and their instructions are excellent. So before I get into our top favorite patterns, I thought I would show you a bit about the paper patterns themselves. So first off is this gorgeous illustration. So I keep these out in my sewing space even when this isn't the project I'm working on because they're so beautiful. I love the watercolor. I just think it's so pretty, and the little strip of yellow is so cute. So when we turn it over, there's a little description of the garment. We have the line drawing, so important, and here is the size chart. So Closet Core's paper patterns come in sizes US 0 to 20, which is a 33-inch hip to a 48-inch hip. Here we have the fabric requirements, fabric suggestions, and notions. So if we open it up, we have the tissue pattern and the illustration booklet. The illustration booklet is the perfect size for having on your cutting table, either for quick reference or to have open as you follow along. So I love the line drawing right on the front, super cute. And then we have the tissue pattern, and I love a tissue pattern because you can see what's underneath it in case you need to play around with pattern placement or anything. So that's the paper pattern. They're so beautiful, and it really feels like you're getting a piece of art as well as a sewing pattern. So now that you've seen a bit about the paper patterns themselves, let's get into some of the designs. We've picked our 10 favorites, and of course we have some fantastic fabrics to go with them. So let's jump in. So since Closet Core Patterns is all about your wardrobe staples, we had to kick off this list with what is perhaps the most essential item to any wardrobe, a pair of jeans. So these are the Morgan jeans. They are a classic 5-pocket pair of jeans made for non-stretch denim. They feature a straight leg and a mid-rise, so they're somewhere between a boyfriend jean and a mom jean. Basically, they're timeless. My favorite feature is the button-up fly, which I love that vintage vibe, and also the curved waistband, which really helps for nailing the fit. Now, if you're thinking, no, jeans are too intimidating, it's too complicated, let me tell you, you can totally make jeans. If you can follow a sewing pattern and sew a straight seam, you can sew jeans. Closet Core has great instructions as well as other fitting resources to really nail your first pair. And if you're nervous about where to find hardware, Minerva has you covered. We've put together a specific kit just for the Morgan jeans, which of course includes the pattern and the fabric, but also pocket lining, buttons, rivets, and your special needle and thread. So I've actually got one of the fabrics in the kit here with me. This is our washed cotton denim fabric in medium blue. It comes in 4 other colors as well, and it's a great weight for a first jeans making project. So it's 290 grams per square meter. So it's sturdy enough to hold its shape, but is still supple enough for an easy sew. It also won't take quite as much time to break in and conform to your body as a more rigid denim would. Now, if non-stretch jeans aren't your thing, you should definitely check out the ginger jeans. They're a sewing community favorite and definitely worth checking out. The next pattern is another classic community favorite, and that is the Cali shirt and shirt dress. So this is a modern take on a classic button-up shirt, and it comes with loads of variations. So there's 3 lengths, a dress, a tunic, and a cropped blouse length. There's options for a conventional button placket as well as a partial or hidden button placket. Additionally, you can choose from a pointed collar or a modern band collar. All versions have a cuff dolman sleeve, a curved back yoke, and a dramatic curved hem. Suggested fabrics for the Cali are tencel, viscose, and crepe for a flowy, swishy shirt or dress, but you could also go with a more structured woven like a chambray, a linen, poplin for that kind of classic button-up look, which is what I've gone with this Merchant and Mills organic block print cotton. I think this would look so great with some small black buttons and the banded collar. It would be super smart. It is crisp and really nice. It would make a really lovely Cali. The next 3 patterns were designed together as a mini collection. They work together sort of like a summer capsule wardrobe. The Rome collection consists of the Fiore skirt, the Cielo top and dress, and the Pietro pants and shorts. All 3 patterns are rated Advanced Beginner and come with multiple variations. So to start us off, this is the Fiore skirt. So at its core, it is an A-line skirt that sits at the waist. It comes in 2 lengths and has 3 variations. So version A has a front and back seam and closes with an invisible zip. View B is an asymmetrical wrap dress with a single slash pocket and button closure. View C is a button down with curved patch pockets. So I think it's such a versatile pattern. I think view A sewn up in something like a tencel or silk crepe would be excellent for a special occasion. But then you could also make the button-up version in like a chambray or a broderie anglaise for a casual picnic outfit. I've picked this glorious abstract floral. So this is a Lady McElroy linen viscose. It is 55% linen and 45% viscose. Linen blends are my favorite fabrics to sew with. The blend of structure and drape is so nice for this skirt, and I love these colors. I love the way that the bright reds and blues are balanced with the more subtle ochre and sage, and it will look so nice paired with our next pattern. The Cielo top and dress is a boxy top and shift dress with either a long puffed lantern sleeve or a short cuffed sleeve. Each version has an underarm dart for shaping, a slightly dropped shoulder, and a really unique slanted back yoke. It also comes with options for either a bias-bound neck finish or a facing, which I love because certain fabrics do better with bias binding and some with facings. Plus, it's nice to have options for when you don't feel like creating bias tape or aren't up for understitching. So it's great to have options. Fabric suggestions for the Cielo include light to medium weight wovens. So cottons and linens will hold their shape really nicely and are great for the puffed lantern sleeve. Viscose and tencel and silk will have kind of a drapier, softer effect. So I have picked our Meat Milk Tencel Grain Jacquard, and this is the colorway Puff. This fabric is incredible. It is so soft that it almost doesn't even feel like a woven fabric. It's 100% tencel, and the texture is so beautiful. I think it would make such a sweet Cielo top that would go with both the Fiore skirt that I just talked about as well as our next pattern. So the Pietro pants and shorts are a high-waisted, flat front pair of trousers and shorts. They have an elasticated back, so no closures. The front has a really interesting paneled slant pocket, and there's 3 variations. You can do a wide leg that is either full or crop length, a tapered leg, or the flared shorts. So these are such a fun make. I love the way that the pocket is constructed and the way that the elastic is really neatly secured. It's definitely one to level up your skills, but it also doesn't feel difficult because the instructions really hold your hand the whole way through. So for the Pietros, you'll want to look for light to medium weight wovens like chambray, linen, viscose, or tencel. I have chosen the Atelier Brunette linen cotton in ochre. It is half linen and half cotton, and like I said before, linen blends are my absolute favorite to sew with. It's quite crisp and structured, but it's also light enough that it's not going to get bulky in the back with the elastic. So I think it's a great choice for the Pietras. So that's the Rome collection, and just look at how pretty these are together. They sewn up into the Fiore skirt, the Cielo top, and the Pietro pants. Like, so beautiful. The next couple patterns I want to talk about are ones I'd classify as luxe loungewear. They were designed as loungewear, but depending on your fabric, could definitely cross over into chic everyday wear. So first up, I have the Carolyn Pajamas. These are another firm favorite in the sewing community. They have that classic PJ feel to them. So they have piping around the notched collar. They've got a curved hem on the shirt. The bottoms have a faux fly and pockets. So you could either make the long version or a short set, or of course mix and match. They are great in cottons and silks, viscoses, even a washed linen. Now, if you haven't made yourself some luxe nightwear, I highly recommend it. I feel like when I wear the sleepwear that I have made for myself, I get to sleep faster and happier, and I wake up feeling better. It's so great. I definitely recommend it. But if making sleepwear is not your thing, don't count out the Carolyns just yet. I have seen so many beautiful blouse versions. The last couple of seasons, PJ tops as blouses have been a huge trend, and I can't see why not. They're so cute, they're so comfortable. It's really great. So the fabric I chose for these Carolyns can either be a sweet option for sleepwear or something trendy and cute for daylight hours. This is the Liberty London Poppy and Daisy Tana Lawn. It is so gorgeous. It's light and crisp. It has a super fine weave that makes it extra soft. The colors are so vibrant. I think a contrast piping would be so beautiful in like the dark purple or the bright pink. Yeah, so that's the Carolyn Pajamas. Next up is another pattern that was designed as loungewear, but is totally out of the house appropriate, and that is the Mile End Sweatshirt. At its most basic, version A of the Mile End sweater is a unique jumper with a drop shoulder, a super cool darted sleeve, a back yoke, and a slanted side seam. View B builds on this and adds a channel to the waistband for a chunky drawstring. This is my favorite version. It's such a cool spin on a sweater, but it's also like chic and simple, so I love that. Then view C adds a hood and a wrapped V-neck. I love seeing how creative they got with something as everyday as a jumper. The Mile End is so cool and architectural. I love the lines of each of these versions so much. So for fabrics, you need something with at least 15% crossways stretch. So fabrics like French terry, fleece, ponte, and double knit will work really nicely. I have picked this fleece back sweatshirting in petrol. I have a sweater that I made from this fabric 2 years ago. I have washed it and worn it more times than I can count, and it still looks new. Plus, it comes in 28 colors. So if you like the look of the Mile End sweatshirt, you should definitely check out the Plateau joggers. The two patterns were designed together as part of the Montreal collection, and the two would make such an awesome matching set. So lastly, in this home to out on the town loungewear list is the Charlie Caftan. So this is such a summer staple. It has a deep V, dolman sleeves, and an inset center panel with inseam pockets. So view A features angular pleats, whereas view B and C have soft gathers at the waist for shaping, as well as optional ties. The Charlie Caftan is great for keeping cool, but also protected from the sun. So whether you are at the pool, off to dinner, or just at home, the Charlie Caftan is a great option for when you want to feel cool and comfortable. Lightweight fabrics work best for the Charlie Caftan. You could go textured and earthy with like a washed linen or a cotton gauze, or you could go for a more elevated, elegant look in a silk, a tencel, or a viscose. So I've chosen this Robert Kaufman Brussels washer linen in thistle. This is definitely one for the Lilac Lovers Club, but there are 30 colors to choose from. This fabric is perfect for the Charlie. It is 55% linen and 45% rayon, so it's super light and drapey. I definitely want to waft around in a full-length version. It's so beautiful. So speaking of comfortable dresses that can easily go from day to night, we have the Elodie wrap dress. The Elodie is a gorgeous wrap dress with soft pleats at the back waist and under the bust. It comes in 3 hem lengths, above the knee, below the knee, and a full-on maxi, as well as having 2 sleeve options. So depending on the fabric, you can get loads of different looks with the Elodie pattern. You could go for a cotton, a linen, or a chambray for a casual day dress, especially with the shorter version. And then something more luxurious with the longer, more dramatic sleeve in a drapier fabric like a viscose, a tencel, or a silk. So for the Elodie dress, I have chosen one of my all-time favorite prints. This is the Lady McElroy Loretta Stretch Woven Viscose. It is 98% viscose and 2% spandex, and I'm in love with this print. Like, these colors in the flowers are stunning, and I think this print combined with the longer sleeve midi length version of the Elodie would make the best all occasion dress. You could dress it down with a denim jacket and some sandals. You could wear it with boots and a blazer to the office, or even heels and some dramatic earrings for a night out. If you were to only to make one dress ever, I think this should be it. Like, it'll be super comfortable since the waist is adjustable and there's ease throughout the bust, but it doesn't give up any glamour or drama. So I love this idea so much. The last pattern on our top 10 closet core patterns list is one that is genius. This is the Blanca flight suit. I love how they have taken inspiration from vintage menswear and translated it into something really modern and elegant. So it's a highly customizable boiler suit with lots of delicious details. Each version has a zip-up front, a collar, pockets, and a belt. So you can choose between long and short sleeves and full or cropped leg. You can also taper the leg with a snap and tab, which is such a fun feature. The back construction is really unique because it is a long vertical pleat, so it looks really streamlined but has lots of room to move. You'll need to look for medium to heavyweight fabrics for the Blanca flight suit. On the lighter drapier side, you could choose fabrics like tencel or viscose twill, cupro, linen, or silk noir. For a more traditional structured boiler suit, you could use denim, cotton twill, or canvas. So I have picked the Blades textured cotton linen in teal green. It's a medium weight linen blend that is 55% linen and 45% cotton. I love the minty green. I think it's really fun to pair a pattern that has more masculine details like this boiler suit with fabrics and colors that might be considered more girly like this pastel green. But if this color isn't for you, it comes in 30 colors. So the combination of structure and drape is again really great for a swishy wide leg version of the Blanca flight suit. So there you have it, our 10 favorites from Closet Core Patterns. I hope you enjoyed this deep dive into one of our favorite indie pattern designers. If you'd like to see more inspiration, check out the Closet Core Patterns hashtag or use a hashtag from one of the individual patterns to see what other sewists have been making. And if you have any plans for any of the patterns or fabrics we talked about today, comment down below because we love hearing from you. Again, all the products are linked below, and if you'd like to save 10% on all of your Minerva purchases for a whole year, you'll definitely want to check out the Minerva Craft Club. It's £20 a year and you get an exclusive discount that's good for the whole year. Plus, we donate 10% of the subscription to one of many rotating charities throughout the UK, so you'll definitely want to check that out. That's all from me. Thanks so much for watching. Till next time, happy making. Bye!